Hello, hello, hello. What is up, everybody? Kryllyk here, back in action with some more FTB Infinity. That's right, guys. We have a little bit of a situation now. We got the quarry running. Oh, God, it's nighttime. I should probably sleep. I've kind of been AFKing down there. I've kind of been addicted to watching Bloodborne on Twitch. Oh, God, that game looks crazy insane. And I've never played any of the Soul games, but anyways, we'll leave it at that. Really? Are you Sahirial? Hiya! I kill you. Have a nice day, Mr. Enderman. Get out of my basement. Thank you. Come again. Alright, so I set up a couple of barrels here just for the more common things that we're going to get out of the nether. So the pile of ashes, the nether rack, all that kind of stuff. But as you can see, we have a decent amount of loot coming through, and we need to start setting up a bit of auto processing of this stuff. This is going to work okay. This guy I put a void upgrade on, so once it hits a stack, it's basically going to remove all else, right? Whereas this guy, I kind of gave it an upgrade. Pile of ashes are actually decently good, so you can make coal out of them, which is nice to have. Let me tell you what. Alright, so we need to set up auto processing. Now, for most of this stuff, so gold here, for example, you can hit the U key on it like that, and you can see the output. So the grindstone gives it 4, as you can see here. You can smelt it to get 2 gold ore, which obviously will give you 4 once you pulverize it. Or you can macerate it for 4, or pulverize it for 4. So I think what I'm going to do, the only real way of getting anything extra is with this rich slag, and we're not really going to be in a position to get that at this point in time. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a pulverizer cooker automatic setup. Pretty straightforward. It's going to be a very easy setup. We're going to use thermal expansion though for this setup. Okay, so we're going to take these just like so. And yeah, I think that's it for now. Well, you know what? I would like to have another pulverizer. Ay. Ay vey. Okay. Okay, tin gear. Let's see if we can't make this thing pretty quickly. Okay, we're good there. Piston, we should be able to make. Copper gear, wrong gear. 1 and 2. Good, we're good there. This guy we should be able to make no problem. And shabam, another pulverizer. Okay, good. So that gives us a couple pulverizers. I will make another redstone furnace as well. But for the most part, this should work to a certain extent. It's not going to be perfect or anything like that, but it should do the job for at least a little bit here, and we can always fine-tune it a little bit later. Let's get this guy. This is the slow part. Waiting for that stupid machine frame. Okay, come on. Bricks. Do I have bricks? I don't know. Alright, come on. Come on, machine frame, please. Thank you. Make another one. Do I have everything? I do. Awesome. Okay, that's perfect. That gives us 2 of each. That should make things very, very nice. Okay, so what I'm thinking of doing is we could just go pretty much right at the end of the line here, right? We can throw together a small little setup. So we do the pulverizers, one on top of one another. We disable all of the outputs, and we put the red output like so, and this guy will have the yellow output out the top. Okay, this guy here, a little bit of a different setup, but pretty much the same thing. No, we're gonna have blue. Oh, pardon me. Frog in my throat. And we're going to have the yellow on the bottom. Okay, so the red output is going to be our dust, whereas the yellow output is going to be more netherrack. Okay, Oh, weird tickle in my throat, I tell you what. And then we're going to do the redstone furnace, like so. We'll disable that, and probably just put the output to the side, like so. And this guy, same thing, input, output. All right, pretty straightforward. A nice little box of machines. But yeah, nothing too crazy. We can then build a little bit into the wall here. We need to get power to these machines. And we should have some of that right around here somewhere, I think. Okay, that's that. We should probably pull it from the hardened strong box here. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So we'll go like this and then down. Okay, let's get our cabling like so, and we'll get it some power. Okay, we'll run this just down and across. One of the best things is it doesn't connect to the other cabling, which is good. But these guys should now be getting some power, like they are. These guys already had power because they came from upstairs. But these guys should now be getting power. And awesome. No loss of power at our main complex there. So, oh man, I have a weird frog in my throat, guys. I apologize. Oh boy, let me take a quick little break here. Alrighty, sorry about that. Ooh, weird feeling. But anyways, so now we're going to connect the item ducts up like so. And let's see, is anything getting fired in? Quite possibly not. No. I do not want nether quartz in there. No. Bad. Very bad. Okay. No. Stop it. Not nether quartz. Everything else, sure. Okay. So obviously we need to get some sort of a filter system on these pipes, right? We need to filter out the items that we need to go in where. Okay. So let's first... Those spiders. I swear to God. Oh my lord, you're driving me bonkers, mate. Okay. Good. We'll clear that up. Okay. So we need some filters, alright? Now, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, they're called filters. They are. Okay, good. Let's see. Blacklist. Okay. So it looks like they all have a blacklist, but different ones have different settings, like metadata, MBT, or dictionary, and all that kind of stuff. I think I'm just going to go with the regular for right now. And that should be pretty easy to make. So let's look that up and get those going. It shouldn't be that difficult. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. Alright, so these filters, which hopefully will do the job for us. Let's just put that down lower, just in case. But we should be able to install that on there. And we should change this to a whitelist. But does it limit the amount of space? That could be the case. 3 is not enough. So we need to get hardened ones, I guess. And let's take a look at those. So invar. Okay, I have some. Good. Let's take a look at these guys and see how much they offer us. Okay, so we'll plop that back down, slap that on. Aha, okay, that's better. 6. So that'll give us 12. Right now we're at 14. Uh-oh. Okay. So we need even more than that. What's the next one up? So the next one up is going to be Electrum? Is it Electrum? So 2 Electrum, 2 hardened, and some hardened glass or fused glass. Okay, we can do the fused with the quartz in the alloy smelter, like so. Let's sleep this off, and we should be able to make Electrum really easily as well. So I'm not too worried there. Let's take a quick little gander. This should give us fused quartz. Do we have electrum? I have 2. Excellent. So 2 of those with that, and that is going to give us the reinforced filter. Okay. Let's take a look at this and see what this offers us. Ah, okay. 9. I think that's a lot better. I think that's what I'm looking for. Okay. So we could do also the use or dictionary and ignore or dictionary with these ones, which is kind of nice as well. I didn't think I was going to need that, but it is kind of nice to have in case there's some sort of issues, right? So let's do tin. Let's do coal. Let's do redstone, lead, peridot. We'll do ferrous. And amber for now. Okay, so I'm going to put this guy in here like so. And what we should see happen is we should see some lead. I think I had some more in there. Go into the pulverizer. Lead. Aha, there we go. Lead into the pulverizer. Good. It should then automatically go into the furnace. The furnace will start cooking it up into lead. Excellent. Okay. So let's set the rest of these. We'll do redstone, amber, ferrous, peridot, coal, tin. Okay? Good stuff. All right. So this is handled. So the tin should start to go. We should start to pull some of that. I have a hardened servo on here. And I'm thinking that I need to upgrade that, actually. So let's do that first. Okay? Let's go upgrade this guy. How do we do that? Same kind of thing. Electrum with some fused quartz. Or, I do have signalum. Let's just upgrade this guy straight to signalum. We might as well. I mean, it's no big deal. I already have it. Signalum is not very difficult to make, let me tell you. I can quickly show you here. Just in the alloy smelter, silver, copper, and some redstone. And away you go. So it's very easy to make. So let's get some of this going. We'll do some signalum with that. And do I have another one? Okay, I do. Good. Signalum servo. Let's set this guy up. And it should pull faster. Okay. Let's see. Pulls stacks out at a time. And we need to set this to low. So it's on. Okay. Wow. Yeah, that's good. We should see it almost immediately. That is very nice. Okay. I like that. Now, one of the problems that we have, and maybe I should change this setup, and I think I will. Yeah, I'm going to make a quick adjustment, and I'll be right back with you guys. Alrighty, so the change I made is I added a little buffer chest, okay? And I think I'm going to do it here as well, I just decided. It's going to expand the system a little bit, but what it's going to do is it's going to just make things run a little bit faster out of the ender chest, okay? The reason being is there will be no backlog, right? So basically there'll be no backlog in the ender chest is what I'm trying to say. So everything that goes into the ender chest is going to be great, and it's going to fire out, and it's going to start filling up the chest, okay? Like right there. Now, one of the problems that we have here, though, is I don't think we have automatic input, do we? Oh. I don't think it does. Let's look at the augments. Maybe I need an augment for that. I thought that these guys did automatic output, reconfigurable, redstone control, dynamo, side accessibility, dynamo. This is very interesting. Why is that not auto-pulling from the chest? I thought that that was a thing that it did. Very confused. Very confused. Huh. Alright. Well. Yeah. I don't know what to say. It should automatically pull from the chest. I thought that was a thing that it did. Maybe I'm mistaken. Maybe there's been a change. Very confused by that. I'm pretty sure. I know it can automatically output, but I guess it can't automatically pull. Very interesting. Anyways, I guess I'll make another quick change. Alrighty, so the last step that I want to pull off here is getting ourselves a trash can, okay? Now, this guy here is basically going to handle all of our needs in regards to, well, you guessed it, getting rid of stuff. And the main thing that I want to get rid of is netherrack, okay? We will be producing way more netherrack than we would ever possibly need for this build, but it's one of those byproducts that are kind of a necessary evil. So the first one I'm going to put down is right there. And is it auto-outputting? It might not to a trash can. It might not. Alright. Okay, let's get the trash can. And I do not want it to connect to there. So what we'll do is we'll just put it out front. Like so. We'll put down that. Oh. Wait a tick. Oh, I got them mixed up. That's why. Okay. Alright, hold on. Let's try this with the trash can directly underneath and see if it works first. I don't want to make this convoluted if I don't have to. Okay. So that's like that. And we're going to do that. Excellent. It does auto output. Beautiful. That is exactly what I wanted to see. Okay, good. And let's make one more. We got some more smooth stone here. That'll do the job. One more will do for now. I'm sure we don't need more trash cans than that. And this guy is going to go on the top. And this becomes yellow like so. Okay, so those should automatically be outputting. We have all of this. This is stuffed at the moment, which means it basically has nowhere to go, right? But for the most part, it's barely keeping up. We might have to get some more upgrades on this thing. Or, better yet, maybe we just do this. Maybe we just go on top and connect it. And we put the servo on like so and ignore it. Is that moving stuff out faster? I think so. Okay, but let's configure that other whitelist. So we still have iron, uranium. We have sulfur. What can we do with sulfur? Sulfur we can smelt down into sulfur ore, or we can pulverize it into sulfur dust. Okay, well, I guess we'll pulverize it. Saltpeter, same kind of thing. I think it just gets smelted, or pulverized. And saltpeter ore can be smelted down to nitor or niter. Okay, good. That's good. We'll put these in the whitelist over here. It's whitelisted, ignoring the ore dictionary. And get all of this in like so. And by theory, if we start plopping these in, it should automatically start pulling them out. Okay. Not too shabby. We should start to see them in the chest. Good. The chest is working as a buffer quite nicely. But we do have an issue here. This is why I wanted the chest in between. This is becoming a lot more complicated than I wanted it to be. Yeah, we might have to move this all again. Oh boy. That's gonna suck. See, same with up here, right? Those items, the reason I'm having an issue here is those items don't actually go into here, right? That's fine. It's going to give us uranium, I guess. Or do I want uranium? I guess uranium's okay. Yeah, I guess it's all kind of the same jazz. Okay. I'm fine with that. And the iron, of course, is going to be okay as well. All right. So a couple issues that we've run across so far and that we need to address. Okay. Let me figure a couple of these things out. Maybe reconfigure some things. We might move these guys. And we might slide down the engines a little bit and get this a little bit reconfigured, if you know what I mean. Alrighty, so I think we're pretty much set up the way I like it. There's still a couple items that we need to address that are coming in, but for the most part, I think we are all set up. So we have a little bit of a buffer here in a chest. The chest is then outputting. Oh god, I'm eating cactus fruit. I have no food, guys. No food whatsoever. Good times had by all, right? So I'm eating cactus fruit, which is really annoying. And those go into the pulverizer. The pulverizer is then outputting that info. So as you can see here, we have some stuff. And then we have... I put this on a blacklist on the Signalum servo. So, for example, it's not going to pull out any of these items, right? So we're going to do the same over here. I'm just going to remove that. We're going to do the sulfur, the salt, the niter. I don't know. It is what it is. All right, the sapphire is not going to be pulled out. And is that it? Sapphire. Saltpeter, which is the niter, sulfur. Yeah, okay, I think that's it. And then basically all I've been doing is like this, up in a blacklist like so, and then we can enable it. So what you should see is the dust got automatically pulled out, whereas everything else stayed, okay? If that makes sense, I hope it does. Now, for my next trick, we need to pull from these chests. So, I mean, this is a little bit more complicated, I guess, than it probably has to be. I mean, there's a couple things that I could probably do to make this a little bit smaller, but I do want to make sure that it keeps a lot of the functionality that I actually want from my setup. I want to be able to pick and choose every last thing that gets processed, right, from my quarry, if that makes sense. There is other mods. Ender.io, you can do a pretty compact system, but I could probably do this one more compact as well. So, let's see, I need a torch. Just any old torch will do. Thank you. Yeah, that'll work. 16 of them. Thank you. Spawning spot back here. There we go. Fixed it. So, basically now we have these chests here. And we have these chests here with loot in them, right? So we need to pull from all of these chests and get them back into our ME system. Okay? So first things first, I'm going to reconfigure this so that we don't interfere with this chest, like so. And we are going to set up a bit of an ME line, running all the way along here and pumping it right back into our system. So a little bit of clearing out, no big deal really. We'll get rid of these, and let's see, we're pretty much there, right? I think so. Oh god. That is that. Alright. Nope, still there. Okay, we'll just go back over here. It's fine. It's fine, guys. Alright. Okay, so we need an ME system to come on down. So we can come through here, it looks like, and mosey on over. So what we need is we need some cabling. I think what I'm going to use, now that we have it, the ability to do it, I'm going to use smart cable. So for this, we're going to need covered cable, which is just wool plus the ME cable. So let's get a little bit more ME cable done, like so. Good. And a little bit more covered. Excellent. Okay. That's not bad. And we're going to go with smart because we can. Okay. Smart cable is kind of nice for an ME system. It allows you to see a lot of different things on your system. So keep that in mind. You can... Actually, you can be removed, as can you. Alright, good. So we're going to run the ME cable. Just like so. You I want back, but you can go there, and then we can come down like this. Good. And we can work our way over. So obviously I'm going to have to make a whole bunch more of this stuff, but we're at least on target. So let me get the resources that I need to make some more ME cable, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, so last but not least, to complete this system, we need some import buses. And I think I've done everything I have to get 4 of them, which is exactly what we need. Now, these guys here are going to go on these chests. Now, I hope that there's not going to be too much of an issue of holdup, right? So, for example, if I get iron coming through here and iron dust goes here, the import bus might pull it in. That is a possibility. So we'll see how this works in the long run. But basically we're going to slap on some import buses. And one of the things that the smart cable is really good at telling you is how many connections you have. So as you can see, we have 4 of 8 on this line. How many channels you have. And as you can also see, it should be starting to pull the items out of each chest accordingly. Excellent. It's working great. I am still hoping that these item ducts will pull the items that they need to out faster than the import bus will pull them in. I guess we'll find out as we go. Basically, the best way we can tell is if all of a sudden we have a whole bunch of pulverized dust hitting our system. Okay? Copper. Aha, we just got ourselves another ore. Very nice. We'll place that in there and get that routing as well. That's good. That'll be a good one. And, of course, we have these extras, right? So, probably the best way for me to do this is just to actually set another import bus. Well, we might do an item duct, because that's already 9 items. Wow. How do I want to pull this off? This might be an interesting one, guys. I'll think about this. How do I want to pull this off? Outside of doing a whole bunch of whitelists, it might be a little bit difficult to be 100% accurate. But anyways, guys, we are well past the wrapping up point. You know, I might change this whole system. I don't know. It's working. I kind of wanted to try the thermal expansion side of things, but it doesn't seem to be working all that great. It's just not as compact as I'd like it to be. But I guess we'll see. I'll try a couple other things here and we'll go from there. But yeah, lots of good stuff going on. We're getting lots of loot, and everything should be importing into the system, which means our storage drives are probably filling up quite quickly, because we don't have very large storage drives. This sulfur dust might be a bit of an issue. It appears like we get a lot of sulfur, so I might actually have to put that into a barrel or something, but we'll deal with that next time. Thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure you leave a like, make sure you subscribe, all that fun and awesome stuff that you guys usually do. Oh, we have treasure. Oh, should we find out what the treasure is? Oh boy. Let's do it. Let's find out the treasure before we go. Okay, which one's the weak one? Common. Gold and a potion of strength. More gold. More gold. Alright. Not bad. What's the uncommon going to give us? Actually, can we? No, we can't do anything with those. Okay. Boom. Gold. Oh, wow. Gold. Swiftness. Okay, we got an enchanted book of blast protection, an ender pearl, and some golden leggings. Oh, wow. Instant health, too. That's kind of OP. These are really overpowered. Holy cow. Anyways, guys, I guess that's going to be it from Kryllyk. Your one, your only, Mr. Kryllyk himself. It's nighttime. I need to sleep. We have everything auto-processing to a certain extent, so I'm quite happy with that. And we can jump into a couple other things. I hope. These are probably going to fill up in no time flat. Anyways, guys, thanks again. See you next time. Bye-bye for now.